For this week, starting the conversation, we're doing things a little bit differently. We're back at Banner Sports Medicine, and we're going to catch up with Dr. Leah Brown. She's an orthopedic surgeon who does many things here at Banner Health, but she's been all over recently. You know, she's a former gymnast at Georgia. She served in the Navy for over 20 years in medicine, and she also just got to go to the Olympics to help out with a lot of the women's athletes in different sports. So here's more with Leah Brown. So Leah, we are in a room that no athlete wants to find themselves in. Of course, you know, when you end up here, it means that there's something wrong that needs to be fixed. So tell us a little bit about where we are and what this is.
So this is one of our clinical exam rooms, and as athletes, you know, if ultimately sometimes you're going to find yourself in a place where you need further evaluations. We spend a lot of time in injury prevention, and most times we're successful, but the times that we're not, we have excellent care to provide, and we have the most advanced technology. So this is an example of a fluoroscopy machine where it helps us in our diagnostic approaches, and again, the goal with the end goal of getting you back to your maximum performance. And sometimes that requires intervention from a non-operative physician or an operative physician. And while I love surgery, my goal is always to get the athlete back to their maximum performance, and preferably non-operatively, but if it requires surgery, we do an excellent job.
When it does come down to surgery, so somebody comes in, hey, something's wrong with my knee, they don't know what it is. What's the process like when they're coming here to kind of check for, okay, this is the options that we have to go over?
So when you first are integrated into our care team, we have a number of specialists. So our athletic trainers and our physical therapists that are typically involved in the early start, because oftentimes these injuries happen on the field. They also are part of the treatment team once we get into the clinic. So there's the suspicion of an injury. You get to see a specialist, either a non-operative specialist or a surgical specialist, depending on the degree of injury. We continue with our diagnostics, and sometimes that's advanced imaging, x-rays, MRIs, CT scans, and we have all of that here for us. And then depending on what the end goal is and what the injury is, it can require some non-surgical interventions. We can do everything from injections, regenerative medicine type therapies, to the most advanced, technically challenging surgeries, again, to get people back to performance. So, you know, I'm an athlete, a former athlete, still athlete at heart. I love the body. I was a gymnast. I found myself injured, and I also like to fix things. So the musculoskeletal system to me is just like, I think it's actually the most interesting system, and I love how the body works, but I also love the idea of fixing things. I love building things, and I used to build furniture as a child. I worked with my father on cars. So I think it was just a natural fit with orthopedics and surgery and sports medicine. So I basically have my dream job that has just essentially been crafted from all of my loves growing up. I take care of all athletes. I take care of the weekend warrior. I take care of the new athlete. I take care of the pretend athlete. I take care of, you know, mothers who are athletes when engaged with their children running around the house. So, you know, our definition of athlete has evolved over time. So I'm engaged in a research idea about some performance metrics and women and high performing women athletes. And I did a presentation at one of our national meetings and was asked to go kind of be an unofficial consultant and be a part of a group that's really trying to maximize opportunities for women to return to performance at all parts of their life. So that was the opportunity. I got to meet some amazing people, some amazing leaders in this space, and to the ability for us across the world, essentially, because these were governing bodies from multiple countries. It wasn't just about the United States. These are people that are interested in making sure that our women athletes have the best care, the best research, the best opportunities to be their best.
Down here with all the training and the injury prevention, what is it that you play a role in helping teach that or help athletes or weekend warriors or whoever kind of avoid having to end up in the rooms upstairs?
So at Banner Sports Medicine, we have a premier facility. I mean, our facility is probably one of the best, if not the best in the country. If you look at all of the equipment, the just advanced technology that we have, it's important not only for the care of the athlete and prevention and performance enhancement, it also helps us in research. And so we take this information and we use the numbers, the metrics, the measurements to help facilitate improved care. And that's why this integrated facility is so important and so spectacular and so unique, as we are the first to do it. And I think it's an amazing opportunity for all of us locally in Arizona to have something available to us that is really really setting the standard for what will be sports performance in the future.